Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a reading from the new Sri Krishna Caitanya Book by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on April 16th, 2020 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Sri Chaitanya Ishtam. So every night, reading something about Chaitanya's pastimes.
So every night we are reading something about Lord Chaitanya's pastimes.
But now, since we're having the COVID-19 coronavirus lockdown in India,
But since we are having this coronavirus COVID-19 lockdown in India,
we're sending out parties every day
we are sending up parties every day
to distribute prasadam.
to distribute prasadam.
But this is not normal prasad distribution.
But this is not the normal prasad distribution.
Like this is supposed to be for the day workers, the very hungry people.
This is supposed to be for the day workers and very hungry people.
They don't have any resource.
They don't have any resource.
No land, no stockpile food.
No land, no stock, pile of food.
Prabhupada was crying when he saw some poor village boys letting out the dogs to eat the remnants on the plates of the undercoat.
In Prabhupada time, there were some poor kids who were running behind the dogs.
They are running off the dog
They're fighting off the dogs
with their sticks.
with their sticks,
They're eating the remnants
and they were eating the
that
remnants,
people threw away.
which people threw away.
Prabhupada saw that and said, how hungry they must be.
Prabhupada saw that and said how hungry they must be.
This is the house of Krishna. He is everyone's father.
This is the house of Krishna and he is everyone's father.
Nobody should go hungry within a 10-mile or kilometer radius.
So he said nobody should go hungry within 10 mile or kilometers radius.
So, one is that those people that don't have any land, don't have any savings, who are really hungry.
The point is that those people who don't have any land, who don't have any savings, who are really hungry,
We want to feed them.
we want to feed them.
Not that just go out and serve prasad.
It's not that just we go out and serve prasad.
And it's on food relief.
From ISKCON Food Relief.
We want to relieve the suffering of the people who are really hungry.
We want to relieve the suffering of the people who are really hungry.
Other people maybe they take a small dona or something.
Other people maybe they can take a small dona or something.
And as Lord Shiva said, Krishna Prasad, Konika Matra.
As Lord Shiva said, Krishna Prasad Khonik Matra.
A little bit will do.
Little bit.
Those who are really hungry,
Those who are really hungry,
want to give them a full plate.
we want to give them full plate.
That's our program.
That's our program.
We want to see that nobody goes hungry
We want to see that nobody goes hungry
in a 10-mile radius.
within the 10-mile radius.
Basically, the whole Navadvip Dham.
Basically, the whole Navadvip Dham.
We can't, the lakhs of people here, we can't feed everybody.
We cannot feed lakhs of people, we cannot feed everybody.
Those who are hungry, we should try to feed them.
Those who are hungry, we should try to feed them.
So I hope that this point is understood.
So I hope that this point is understood.
So, chapter is called
The chapter is called Mahaprabhu's Statement upon hearing Advaitacharya's speech.
অদ্বৈতের বাক্যে মহাপ্রভুর উক্তি। মহাতত্ত্ব অদ্বৈতের শুনিয়া বচন, হুঙ্কার করিয়া বলে শ্রী সচিনন্দন।
When Sri Sachinandan heard the Advaita's explanation of the absolute truth,
Advaita's explanation of the absolute truth,
he roared loudly.
He roared loudly.
Haribo!
Haribo!
And then he spoke.
And then he spoke.
কৃষ্ণ ভক্তকে লঙ্ঘন পূর্বক বিষ্ণু পূজা, বিষ্ণু অঙ্গে আঘাত করা মাত্র। মোরে সত্য সবে শুনো মন দিয়া, যে আমারে পূজে মোর সেবক লঙ্ঘিয়া, সে অধম জানে মোরে খণ্ড খণ্ড করে, তার পূজা মোর গায়ে অগ্নি হেন পরে।
Listen to my words.
Listen to my words.
They are the truth.
They are the truth.
Concentrate and hear what I have to say.
Concentrate and hear what I have to say.
If someone offers worship to me,
If someone offers worship to me,
but disrespects my servant,
but disrespects my servant,
that
fallen soul
cuts me into pieces.
Cuts me into pieces.
His worship to me burns me like fire.
His worship to me burns me like fire.
So after hearing Advaita Acharya's explanation of the Achintya Bheda Tattva,
So after hearing Advaitacharya's explanation of Achintya Bhedabhed Tattva,
Sri Gaurasundar requested everyone to hear
Sri Gaur Sundar requested everyone to hear
discuss it with great attention.
and discuss it with great attention.
Lord Gaurasundar was mentioning that the relationship between himself and his devotee,
Though Lord Gaur Sundar was mentioning that the relationship between himself and his devotees
is inseparable.
is inseparable.
Therefore the scriptures state the translation of this sloka: one who worships Lord Govinda but fails to worship his devotees should be understood to be not a devotee of the Lord but simply a victim of false pride. we think that the Lord is a product of material energy.
If we think that the Lord is a product of material energy,
It's like cutting the Supreme Lord into pieces.
it's like cutting the Supreme Lord into pieces.
Impersonalists think that Krishna is a product of the Satya Guna.
Impersonalists think that Krishna is the product of Satguna.
But Lord Krishna is beyond the three modes.
But Lord Krishna is beyond the three modes.
He is Satchit Ananda,
He is Satchit Ananda, Vigraha.
So, he is the supreme controller.
He is the supreme controller.
He is the Purushottama.
He is Purushottama.
And if people worship him and disconnect his devotees from him,
And if people worship him and disconnect with the devotees of him,
then we're depriving Krishna of his variegated pastime.
then they are depriving Krishna from his variegated pastimes,
Imprisoning him in the prison of impersonalism.
placing him in the prison of impersonalism.
We saw that some people told Prabhupada, we accept you, but we don't like your devotee.
We saw that some people told Prabhupada, we accept you, but we don't like your devotees.
Prabhupada said that the devotees are inseparable from me.
Prabhupada said that these devotees are inseparable from me.
That same principle exists with Krishna and his devotees.
That same principle exists between Krishna and his devotees.
You can't separate his devotees from Krishna.
We cannot separate his devotees from Krishna.
Do so is like setting fire on the body of Purushottam,
To do so is like putting fire on the body of Purushottam,
burning Krishna.
burning Krishna.
So, if we try to separate the pure devotees from Krishna,
So if we try to separate pure devotees from Krishna,
it's a kind of mundane concept.
it's a kind of mundane concept.
Krishna has his transcendental pastimes
Krishna has his transcendental pastimes
with his pure devotees.
with his pure devotees.
Somehow, if they separate that, it means that they think that these pastimes are somehow mundane enjoyment.
Somehow, if they separate them and think that these pastimes are mundane enjoyment,
That's a great offense
that's a great offense
to Lord Krishna.
to Lord Krishna.
So the spiritual realization, devoid of any mundane consideration,
So, spiritual realization is devoid of any mundane consideration.
that amounts to the inclination to serve Lord Krishna.
That amounts to the inclination of serving Lord Vishnu.
Very important that we avoid disrespecting the devotees of the Lord.
It's very important that we avoid disrespecting the devotees of the Lord.
The devotees are very dear to the Lord.
The devotees are very dear to the Lord.
We cannot disrespect them and then offer worship to Krishna.
We cannot disrespect them and then offer worship to Krishna
Expect that he will accept it.
and expect that he will accept it.
আধ্যাত্মিক জ্ঞানে ভক্ত নিন্দা দ্বারা ভগবৎ কর্তৃক সংহার প্রাপ্তি। যে আমার দাসের সকৃত নিন্দা করে, মোর নাম কল্পতরু সংহারে তাহারে।
So his holy name is like a desire trees.
So his holy name is like desire tree.
But if one blasphemes and criticizes his pure devotee,
One blasphemes and criticizes his pure devotee.
those names actually destroy that person.
Then those names actually destroy that person.
So the illusory energy of the Lord
So the illusory energy of the Lord
bewilders people,
bewilders people,
and they think that they are the doer, they are the enjoyer.
and then they think that they are the doer, they are the enjoyer.
Thus, so Maya deceives them.
So Maya deceives them.
They are meant to serve the Lord.
We are meant to serve the
He
Lord.
is the real enjoyer.
He is the real enjoyer.
So someone who is deceived by the material energy,
So someone who is deceived by the material energy,
And I think that they are Mayavadis,
They may think that they are Mayavadis,
or they may think that they're devas or demigods.
or they may think that they are devas or demigods.
Such conditioned souls think that service to Krishna is some form of material enjoyment.
So those conditioned souls think that serving Krishna is some form of material enjoyment.
But the actual who is attracted to serving Krishna,
But in actual, who is attracted to serving Krishna,
they're called bhaktas
they are called bhaktas
or devotional service.
or devotional service.
For those who don't understand this, are like two-legged animals.
So those who don't understand this are like two-legged animals.
By criticizing the devotees
By criticizing the devotees
and avoiding the pure service to Krishna,
and avoiding pure service to Krishna,
they are illusioned by the material energy,
they are illusioned by the material energy,
and they simply engage in external world activities.
they are simply engaged in the external world's activities.
They don't really respect Krishna or his pure devotees.
They don't really respect Krishna or his pure devotees.
They're involved in animalistic propensities.
They are involved in the animalistic propensities.
And they're cheated in this way in the actual service to Krishna.
And they are cheated in this way from the actual service to Krishna.
And that's why Lord Sundar has unequivocally stated
That's why Gaur Sundar has
unequivocally, without any duality,
without any duality stated,
I show my compassion
I show my compassion
by those who pretend to worship me,
those who are trying to worship me,
well,
those who pretend to worship me,
and try to present a difference in me and my expansions,
try to present a difference in me and my expansions,
my confidential associates,
my confidential associates.
all the transcendental qualities are present in the pure devotees of the Lord.
All the transcendental qualities are present in the pure devotees of the Lord.
But if the materialists engage in such activities as
So if the materialists are engaged in such activities
censoring, blaspheming, abusing
as censoring, blaspheming and abusing
devotees of the Lord
devotees of the Lord
from some material point of view,
from some material point of view,
to their mundane consideration,
to their mundane considerations,
the Supreme Lord destroys them.
the Supreme Lord destroys them.
So again and again, the Scripture tells us
So again and again the scriptures tells us
we should be very careful not to offend any devotee.
we should be very careful not to offend any devotee.
The 10 offenses of the holy name.
10 offenses of the holy name.
The first offense is not to commit any offense of pure devotee.
First offense is not to commit any offense against a pure devotee
Who glorifies the holy name.
who glorifies the holy name.
And the 10 offenses to the holy dham.
In 10 offenses to the holy dham,
First offense is to blaspheme a devotee.
first offense is to blaspheme the devotee
who presents the glories of the holy dham.
who presents the glories of the holy dham.
Again and again, we're told to be very careful not to offend blaspheme or criticize any devotee of the Lord.
Again and again it is told that we should not criticize, blaspheme any devotee.
মৎসর ব্যক্তির ভক্ত হিংসা প্রবৃত্তি অমঙ্গলের জনক ও আত্মবিনাশক। অনন্ত ব্রহ্মাণ্ডে যত সব মোর দাস, এতে কে যে পরহিংসে সে যায় নাশ।
Lord Chaitanya, he states that the unlimited millions of universes
Lord Chaitanya states that in unlimited millions of universes,
all the living entities are his servants.
all the living entities are his servants.
So one should avoid blaspheming or criticizing
So one should avoid blaspheming or criticizing
anyone
anyone
because that may cause their ruination.
because that may cause the ruination.
There are 6 vices headed by lust, anger, greed.
6 enemies headed by lust, anger and greed,
6 vices.
vices.
And then materialistic people take shelter of these.
And materialistic people, they take shelter of these
Vices.
vices.
And here Lord Chaitanya is saying all the living entities
But here Lord Chaitanya is saying that all living entities
are actually servitors of the Supreme Lord.
are actually servitors of the Supreme Lord.
Living entities includes not only humans,
Living entities not only includes humans,
but also the animals, the fish.
but also the animals, fish.
So killing animals and fish is also something
So killing animal and fish is also something
negative.
negative.
We're presently experiencing pandemic of the coronavirus.
We are presently experiencing the pandemic of coronavirus.
This has come from animals
This has come from animals
to the human beings.
to the human beings.
Therefore, we have no antibodies.
Therefore, we don't have any antibodies.
There's no treatment,
There's no treatment,
no vaccine,
no vaccine.
and the telling the people to stay in their homes
They're telling the people to stay at their homes
to avoid getting infected.
to avoid getting infected.
Wash your hands,
Wash your hands,
keep social distancing.
keep social distancing.
So basically, we are envious against the animals. We
Bas-
think they have no soul.
Basically, we are envious against animal and we think they have no soul.
Because of that offense, we're also causing our own death,
Because of that offense, we are causing our own death,
our own destruction.
our own destruction.
So we should be inclined to serving Krishna and see all living entities as his part and parcel.
So we should be inclined to serving Vishnu and see everybody as part and parcels of Lord Vishnu,
And especially the devotees of Krishna,
especially the devotees of Vishnu.
showing envy to the living entities,
So showing envy to the living entities,
more or less envy shown to the Supreme Lord.
more or less is envy shown to the Supreme Lord.
And so, the devotees of Lord Chaitanya try to increase the fallen soul's inclination to serve the Lord.
So the devotees of Krishna, they try to increase the inclination of these fallen souls towards the service of Krishna.
But the materialist think these are mundane activities.
But the materialists think that these are mundane activities.
In this way, they're envious against Krishna and his devotees.
This way they are envious against Krishna and his devotees.
This causes various types of inauspiciousness come on human beings.
This causes the unauspiciousness to come on the human beings.
So the devotees of the Lord are actually non-envious.
So the devotees of the Lord are actually non-envious.
Rather, envy them causes various kinds of inauspiciousness
But rather to envy them causes various types of inauspiciousness
to the materialists.
to the materialists.
Our constitutional propensity is to serve the Lord.
So our constitutional propensity is to serve the Supreme Lord.
But if we don't serve the Lord,
But if we don't serve the Lord,
we'll never realize ourselves.
we'll never realize ourselves.
To actually achieve satisfaction in this life,
To actually achieve satisfaction is like
no alternative realization of the Supreme Lord.
there's no alternative to realization of Supreme Lord.
Therefore, those who are inimical to the spiritual master,
Therefore, those who are inimical to the spiritual master,
they become envious against the devotees, merge into the darkness of ignorance.
they become envious of the devotees and they merge in the darkness of ignorance.
They give importance to the impersonalism.
They give importance to the impersonalism.
Unalloyed service to the Satchidananda Lord
So unalloyed service to the Satchidananda Lord
is the opportunity to become self-realized.
is the opportunity to become self-realized.
Otherwise, certainly falls down.
Otherwise, one certainly falls down.
তুমি তো আমার নিজ দেহ হইতে বড়, তোমারে লঙ্ঘিলে দৈবে না সহায় দৃঢ়।
Lord Chaitanya was appreciating
Lord Chaitanya was appreciating
what Advaita Gosai said.
what Advaita Gosai said.
He said, "You are more important to me
He said, "You are more important to me
than my own body.
than my own body.
Someone offends you,
If someone offends you,
disrespects you,
disrespects you,
he'll be not able to tolerate his fate."
he'll not be able to tolerate his fate.
It means I have so much suffering, it'll be intolerable.
That means he'll have so much of suffering that will be intolerable.
So we should be very careful. We respect all the devotees of the Lord, extensions of the Lord.
So we should be very careful in respecting the devotees of the Lord, expansions of the Lord.
Very important.
It's very important.
Even if someone may be a Nasi or highly placed person,
Even if someone is a sannyasi or a highly
placed person,
placed person,
he has no right to blaspheme someone.
he has no right to blaspheme someone.
We should be very careful
So we should be very careful
to avoid this envious nature.
to avoid this envious nature.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, we'll end here
So we'll end here.
and continue tomorrow.
Continue tomorrow.
These are very important instructions
These are very important instructions
from Lord Chaitanya to his devotees.
from Lord Chaitanya to his devotees.
Here we understand how dear the devotees are and how we should be very careful.
Here we understand that how dear the devotees are
We should be very careful not to be envious.
And we should be very careful not to be envious.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.